Hello everyone. So today we have new Uniball One Feel barrels. Right now these are listed as limited edition, but there is some indication to suggest that they might be added to the existing lineup of Uniball One Feel options. So we'll kind of see what happens there. I am going to talk to you briefly about the ink for those of you who aren't familiar with the Uniball One Ink. I'm going to talk to you about the Uniball One Feel body a little bit in case you don't know all the features of that. This is, for probably about the last year, my favorite pen. I use the Uniball One Feel all the time. I love the pen body. So, and excellent price point also, I should mention. You know, it feels just as nice to use as the Sarasa Grand, in my opinion. I also really love the Sarasa Grand, but it is, you know, significantly cheaper than the Sarasa Grand. So I think that makes it such a nice quality pen. And the ink is fantastic. So let me talk about the ink briefly, just in case you aren't familiar with the Uniball One Ink. So it is a lovely ink formula that sits on top of the paper. And rather than the paper like absorbing the ink, it is able to not fade into the paper, to sit boldly and brightly on top of that paper. It is a pigment and water-based ink that is quick drying, it's fade resistant, and my absolute favorite thing about it is how bold the black ink is. So that's kind of just the little rundown of the Uniball One black ink that comes in the Uniball One Feel. Now, of course, if you like some of the unique Uniball One colors, you could take those out of your, like if you had, say, a limited edition Uniball One, you could, of course, take the ink refill out of here and put it in your Uniball One Feel body. Same exact refill size there. And then, but the standard refills don't come in the unique colors. They're just like in the standard blue, black, red type of situation. So just keep that in mind. But it is the black that I love the most in this lineup, just consistently. It's such a fabulous journaling and planning pen, just an everyday use pen. So the next thing I'm going to do is kind of do some color comparisons of the bodies for you, because I know there was some confusion about what these colors were. The names are very strange. But okay, so in the new lineup, we have in a 0.38 tip size, but of course you can refill it with 0.5 if you'd rather. We have the White Sand Ecru, and very kind of a similar neutral in a 0.5 is the Mirage Beige. And I want to show you then how those two compare to the original lineup one they call Faded Pink. So I just kind of want to show you them all lined up here. Very kind of similar neutrals in a way. There are some great neutrals between the two collections. This green, Bamboo Khaki, it's really kind of a faded olive color. And this one they're calling Sea Fog. Now, I wanted to show you Sea Fog next to the existing lineup. So Sea Fog on top here, and then the faded green and the faded blue here. Kind of show you them all together. So that's this new Sea Fog next to those. And the Sea Fog is in a 0.38. So these three colors, your ecru, khaki, and sea fog, are in the 0.38, and then along with your mirage beige in 0.5, they have the evening lilac, and this is supposed to kind of be like a color you'd see in the sunset. I think that's why they're calling it evening lilac. So your new lineup options here, and then this, original lineup is still available, and these are all the colors they're calling the faded colors. So they've got faded gray, faded pink, they're even calling the black faded black. They've got a faded blue, a faded green, faded yellow, which is actually relatively bright in my opinion, and a faded red, just kind of a unique color. But again, like, you can kind of mix them together. Between the two sets, there's just some really great neutrals, I would say. So this is pretty fun collection. I'm really happy about that. And then we want to make sure to cover the awesomeness of this barrel. So you've got your, nice, strong metal clip here. That's just really nice and strong. It's very nicely done. But the things that I absolutely love about this pen are, it has a low center of gravity, so super comfortable to write with. And it actually has a stabilizing mechanism in the nose area. So it just, I think it makes your handwriting better. I mean, I absolutely can't say enough good things about the way this pen writes. So let me just swatch really quickly for you a 0.38 and a 0.5. Just in case you haven't. So here is a 0.38, just with an absolutely gorgeous bold black ink. And then we'll do this one in the 0.5, so you can just kind of see the difference. And really, I mean, if you have not yet tried the Uniball One Feel, get a color you like and try it. There are so many different barrel colors. If you like super plain, you'd probably really like the black. But if you like some of these neutral colors, I think there's a lot of really nice ones to pick from as well. So I'll put links to those products below as always, and feel free to ask me any questions about the Uniball One Feel, and have a fabulous rest of your week. Bye-bye.